This is Blackbird Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the FIU Panthers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Justin Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. About to put toe to leather and get this thing started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lee. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut block.
Shakes him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to go for a big one. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Owls will hustle to the line. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's Bernard. There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The give from the gun. Taking it the other way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here.
Wide 53! Wide 53! Knock! Right on the end!
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, guys.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Messer. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Nelson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun on 3rd down. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bernard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The snap sets up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he makes the extra point. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the inside. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. He's got the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout. Florida International.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Cougars eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Creates a little room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Makes the grab and room to run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to find the end zone. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. There he goes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Owls want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of Sometimes when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. FIU will line up to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Solid punt. Headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Bernard. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Quick strike through the air for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. The run inside. It's Bernard. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking left. Tosses it incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Oh, they're after him. gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got behind those pads.